Hi, I'm Stephanie with Board Game Geek here at Origins 2017 with Frank Zanka.
Yes, hi, I'm Frank.
With B&B Game Studio.
Yes, you
All
got
right.
it.
And we are going to talk about Destiny Aurora Renegades.
Yep.
Okay, so what is Destiny Aurora?
Okay, Destiny Aurora is like the first game that I know of that has both space battle going on simultaneously. You have a away team mission on the planet.
Okay.
So, at the beginning, you're going to choose your ship and your crew. And your crew each have their own cards.
Okay.
And like, here's Krellin Rain, which is here.
Okay.
And she is a pilot.
Yeah.
And
Krellin
she
Rain.
has, and that's her powers on the ship. And if you turn it over, that's her powers on the planet.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, so each one of the characters has their own. Of course, you upgrade your characters as you go and everything like that.
Okay.
So,
and this just goes with one of the factions
right.
or whatever. Okay.
So there's two different factions. So there's the Renegades, which are the mercenaries, and the Space Cops, which are the coalition.
Okay.
And so that's what we're in blue.
Yep.
And so this is their ship, and then we have another ship as well, but there's only two factions. So if you're playing 4 people,
Yep.
so the game is for 1 to 4 people. You can actually play by yourself.
Okay, cool.
And if you're playing with 4 people, then it's 2 ships versus 2 ships.
Yeah.
Also, so you'll pick a mission, and the mission has a specific storyline. So there's 3 different storylines that come with the core game, and we're going to be doing expansions as they go. But you can also see that it'll tell you which boards you need, because each one of these boards is made up of a variety of different tiles, 9 different tiles plus the end caps.
So the mission will tell you the setup.
Yes, but it won't be complete, so it'll be random otherwise. So even if you're playing the same mission over, it'll still be different. So yeah, I actually didn't fill in. There's actually half a board missing, so we could fit everything in here.
Okay, yeah.
So they're actually completely separate. But it looks like we're together, but they're not.
Yeah.
So when you're doing a mission, the mercenaries or the renegades may have to abduct a princess. They may have to hack something to get secret plans. They may have to assassinate someone, etc.
Yeah.
And of course, the space cops are there to stop them.
And when both teams are fully aware of each other's mission, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when my ship lands on the planet, they'll and then jump over here onto a docking port.
Okay.
So depending on what the mission is, decides what characters I'm going to bring. You can take up to 3 off your crew to then do the mission.
Oh, okay.
So they're going to deflect there, and then you're going to fly back up to then engage up here.
Okay.
Except look what happened.
Oh,
my weapons guy is gone.
Oh no.
How am I going to fire?
I don't know.
So now I have to move my communications person over to weapons.
Okay.
So my ship is firing, but not very well.
Yeah.
So it's almost like a worker placement type of thing. So you have, tactician stuff you have to deal with, and strategies about who you're placing where, because now I'm very weak up here. So you have to decide what you can be very strong here or very weak here at the same time. However, I may need my weapons person to defeat somebody that they have that's pretty strong on the planet.
Right.
Plus you have NPCs that are getting in your way. You have creatures that will then spawn and stuff like that.
Yeah, so this neutral-ish color, or this brown color, that's not...
They're NPCs, yeah.
Okay, cool.
So what can happen so you'll have this phase, and then you'll have the planet phase, and then you have a world event phase.
Okay, and this will affect everybody?
Yes, this affects everybody. So you can have...
Cool. Do you want me to kind of fan them out? See the different events?
Turn around, they're kind of
there you go.
There you go. So that's where your creature attacks come from. You can have a meteor storm, you have an earthquake, stuff to that effect. So you might have a mutiny on your ship.
No.
Yeah. Earthquake, all this kind of stuff.
And does this affect everybody, or
it affects everybody.
Okay, cool.
Including the NPCs.
I like this one though.
Nothing happens.
Just a regular day.
Have some of those.
Yeah.
You can't have bad stuff happen all the time.
Rejuvenation, this is good.
Yeah.
You find a small supply of herbs that have a rejuvenating effect. Heal all characters on the planet's surface of 1 health, including enemies and villains.
Yes, so it's not all good,
Yeah,
because
it's
now
not all
you're
good.
healing the bad guys too.
Yeah, okay. So that'll happen.
Yep. So, and then of course you're also finding new stuff, like
technology.
You're finding weapons, you're finding ammo, you're finding grenades, cloaking devices, etc. And the same thing for the ships, because the ships have salvage here as well.
Okay.
So,
do you get to pick these up?
Yes, except they're also booby trapped.
Oh.
So what you're going to do is you're going to stand next to it and you're going to scan it first.
Okay.
And if you fail to scan, you can still pick it up, but it could explode.
How do you scan?
So all of the characters here have different skill sets.
Okay, so you want a good scanner.
Yeah, so you have a roll of 1, 3, 3, 4 die.
Okay.
So that's their leadership, your search scan, your tech, your stealth, and your medical. So you definitely want to give her a syringe.
Yeah.
Because these are 0.
She might try to scan with it.
And this has, her health, her movement. You don't roll for movement.
Yep.
Defense, and then that's how many dice she attacks with.
Okay. She has like some abilities.
Yep.
Depending on where
yeah,
she is.
She can actually steal other people's abilities.
Okay. Okay. Well, then maybe she can use a syringe.
And maybe you're right. And then this would be her powers on the ship.
Okay.
So, and then of course these last two change to piloting and stuff like that.
Yes.
And of course you don't need your movement or whatever else on the ship.
Right.
So that's how that works. But very, very simple. I know it looks a little daunting because there's a lot of stuff going on, but it's actually very, very simple.
Mm-hmm.
And it takes about 2 hours to play one mission, and it's also campaign based. So you can play through a variety of different scenarios, which will end in an epic ending. So I made it like a movie.
Okay.
So at the end of the whole storyline,
in a galaxy far, far away.
Yes, we're very close, one or the other.
Yeah. Cool.
So it's lots of fun, and then you can even see what the explosion thing. I see improved nav console, and there's your cloaking device for the ship, tracking torpedoes.
So does if you do like the first mission and you're in campaign, does it matter what you do in the first mission? Does that affect the next missions, or is it just kind of like a story and they all kind of
it doesn't. The gameplay itself will affect the next mission.
Okay.
Because if your shields go down, if your shields go down,
stay where you are.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if your shields go down, then you can now be boarded. So if you come adjacent to somebody, now I can move my characters onto your ship and fight actually on your ship.
Oh no!
So I can actually steal your ship completely.
Fight the commander.
I can then steal your characters and put them in my brig.
But I need my commander.
Also, the stuff you get also transfers, and then also you're upgrading your characters.
I'm gonna put you in the brig.
Yeah. Or you're gonna end up in the med bay. So there's a lot of stuff that can happen during the mission that will affect the next mission.
Okay.
As far as the storyline's concerned, that won't. It's not like a choose your own adventure type of thing.
Right. Yeah.
But the end storyline, there's 3 different end storylines that come with the core game.
Mm-hmm.
So either you have to team up with the villains to defend against the big villains, or there's an all-out war.
Okay.
So you're just going like here's one of the bosses.
He's pulling things out of a bag off camera.
Yes. Here's one of the bosses here, which you can see towers over those guys.
It does, yeah. Look at this. And so these aren't bosses? These are just regular?
Those are regular monsters.
Okay.
Yep.
It's kind of scary.
And you can actually get control of monsters too.
Of these?
Yeah.
Can these go in here?
No, they'll go in space. Space dragon.
Yeah, exactly. Looks like he can handle it. Cool.
But yeah, so that's all the stuff that can happen. It's pretty much as you can imagine in a sci-fi setting, this game can do it.
Awesome. Is this available now, or where can we get this
We are going into mass production, so we are finalizing any kind of backer kit and things to that effect. So if you want to jump on now...
So is this Kickstarted?
It was Kickstarted.
Yeah.
It was Kickstarted successfully. And now, so the backer kit's open for like late pledge.
Yeah.
And so late pledge is going to be done in like the next week or so. We're going to have to close it off for mass production.
Okay.
So if you just want to jump on, then there's still 4, it's like here's 3 of the 4 stretch goal figures. You still get those even now.
These 3 right here?
There's another one too, but I don't have them now.
Yeah.
So there's 4 stretch goal figures that come with it on top of the regular things. So otherwise, you'll have to buy them all separately.
Yeah.
Because we're going to be doing expansion packs that have 3 or 4 of them in there and stuff like that. But otherwise, these figures don't come with it, but we're doing standees instead for those. Gotcha. So basically, it's a replacement. And, of course, we're looking to do expansions and stuff like that. Plus, in space, we have a troop transport that comes across, and if it lands, it'll spawn a whole bunch of NPCs. And we have a military satellite jumps around and fires on the planet. So it's not that one is completely separate from the other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So Yeah, exciting stuff. I always love playing with this because a new story always pops up.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
something that happens that nobody would have thought would have happened,
Right,
things
yeah.
like that. So it's like one of those games like, remember when this happened?
Yeah, cool.
So, but you can also time it. So, because every round one of these cards come up, you can start with 6 cards.
Yeah.
So you play just 6 rounds.
Yeah.
Or you can play all the way through. So the mission book, if you're playing a timed one, it just tells you what happened. If the time run out, this is what happened.
Oh yeah, okay, gotcha. Cool.
So it finishes the story for
I like
you.
I like that you made sure to make sure the story was taken care of always.
Well, this is actually based on my novel series.
Okay.
Ta-da!
Yeah.
So this is the first book. The second book is out, and the third book is half written.
Mm-hmm.
So the characters have a very rich storylines, and they're represented inside the actual cards. Like this guy here says vengeance. You want to read that?
Yeah. Vengeance. If Jace and Kunlor are within range and line of sight of each other, they must engage for 1 round. So are they
Yes.
like mortal enemies?
Yes, they are mortal
yeah.
enemies.
Okay. Did I say his name right?
Kunlor.
Kunlor.
Right, close enough. And then we have a comic series.
It's coming out as well.
Cool.
Yep. So there's some of the artwork.
Yeah.
So if you want to learn more about the characters, you can do that as well.
Awesome.
So yeah, so again, it's just everything's really about people who love story-based games. That's what this game is really made for.
Yeah. Cool. And so that is Destiny Aurora Renegades.
Yay! And thank you for all the supporters thus far. Thank you so much.
Awesome.